Welcome everyone to X-Plane 11. We are running the very latest Vulkan beta in ultra detail, as I like to do with this sim, because it just looks so beautiful. And today, this is another Orbx scenery review. We're in Dundee in Scotland, not too far away from Edinburgh, but this is a sort of smaller, more regional airport, which I prefer actually. I do like those little general aviation airfields. And as you can see here, just look at that image. It is absolutely stunning. Now, just to let you know that Orbx has kindly reached out and given me a review copy of this airfield, amongst other ones which I'm going to showcase in the future. But rest assured, this is not going to make any difference to what I think and what I say about this package. So, let's have a look. As I say, we are maximum settings here. And we're just going to pan around here, get really close and personal with these textures, including the skip there, and all these beautiful static King Airs. I've never been here in real life actually, I've never even been to Dundee, but I've got to say, from all accounts, the area itself isn't that much to write home about in real life. No offence to anyone who lives in this area, but if I was to go to Scotland, I'd probably end up going to somewhere like Oban, you know, or the Western Isles. But I did actually book a hotel around here somewhere when I was on the North Coast 500 route on the bike a few years ago. And talking about that actually, this airfield package extends to a lot of 3D objects, which I absolutely love, including some huge oil rigs over there. No idea what's happening with the reflections there, but never mind, we'll try to ignore that. We'll take a look at them in more detail later on. And there's a surrounding ortho layer, which is the usual sort of zoom level 1000. It's obviously not zoom level 1000, it's probably zoom level 19 or so. But so much so you can see the car windscreens and just everything in absolutely incredible detail. But we've got loads of custom buildings around the area. I'm not going to be no tour guide for this particular place, so I've no idea what that structure is there, but it looks like an old lift. You know, those old lift test stations. I think there's one in Northampton. I might be completely wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. But also, as we zoom back into the airfield again, this is a popular HUD for Amazon. So if you've got a HP reverb on order, this might be where it comes from. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. Here we go. And as you can see there, look at that, absolutely crisp texture work. All of the trucks are ready to go there to deliver your new Reverb G2 or your new 3080 Ti graphics card, or you know, whatever you got on order. This is the place. God, wow, just look at this. And the boundary, as we can see here, is it just looks really, really believable. And Orbx seem to have a really good knack of seamlessly blending in the coastlines to the ortho. Whenever I try and do it myself, it just never works out very well. But yeah, leave it to the professionals, hey. Now let's have a look. Hey, we've got a pub here as well, which I've been doing a few flights around here actually, just circuits, and as you can see, just absolutely incredible. We've even got a climbing frame here for the youngsters. Now, of course, I'd imagine at the moment this pub probably isn't that busy, but the lockdown situation is improving. Pubs are going to be opening soon, so things are getting back to normal-ish. I don't think they'll ever get back to the normal we had before, but you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. But look at this. I mean, even though these are static objects, tell you what, guys, when you're in VR and the taxiway is just along here and you're just sort of looking, you know, glancing to the left there, you could almost be forgiven to think that they're real people. It is a shame that they don't move around a bit. Whoop, sorry. But, you know, I think that's a limitation of X-Plane itself. But yeah, I mean, just, it's really captured this area, I'd imagine, very well. Zooming around here all across the airfield like we're in a little mini drone. Just little things. Every time I visit an Orbx airport, I just kind of notice different things each time because there's just so much detail on offer. I cannot believe that there's actually like football pitches right on the threshold of the runway. That's madness. Bit too many goals there, I'm not quite sure what's happening there. But yeah, the surrounding ortho layer is very crisp indeed. And I believe this is one of their latest airfields for the UK. I think I've got pretty much every one of them now, because I am a huge fan of flying around the UK. Being from here, it's my preferred thing to do, really. There's a weird reflection thing going on there. Sorry guys, ignore that. That's not Orbx, that's just the probably the beta process of X-Plane. But I'm trying to kind of zoom over to these oil rigs, because I remember seeing them when I was skirting the coast in real life, and they are as big as this, and that is just dying for a helicopter to land on that. So we might try that in a future video. But they are literally that big, honestly. We're running Ultra Weather XP, by the way, just for our clouds, and I think it's looking fantastic. Every update is looking really nice. And the ortho textures in the latest beta is just getting better and better. I don't really see an issue now when I'm flying. There's no blurries, but I've got to say there's a bit of an issue with the reflections there. So what I think we'll do now, guys, is jump into VR, which, I mean, I don't know about you, but that's where it's at, in my opinion. I absolutely love flying in VR. It's absolutely never gets old. And see how this feels in VR. We've got our trusty Thrander Pilatus here, ready to go. Just look at this, guys. Look at the texture detail. In fact, actually, before we do that, let's just drop the lights down. I always like to do that to see what it looks like. So let's just do that quickly here. Nice and slow. And there you go. Look at that PBR lighting. And the different surfaces there as well. If it's like a metal roof, you notice like there's more of a shine. And let's bring it all the way down. Look at that for a scene, especially with the train there as well. Oh my god, that is absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nice dynamic lighting there. What a place. Do you know, it's very rare these days that I fly to a default X-Plane airport, because I'm just so spoilt by all of this wonderful eye candy. And why not, hey? Absolutely beautiful. Right, we'll just put the lights back on again now. I've gone the wrong way. Whoops. And what we're going to do is we'll jump into VR in the Rift S. My microphone might sound different because I'll be using the Rift S microphone. And we'll go for a circuit or two. Oh, just look at that, look. And see how things go. So I'm just looking again. Again, I'm just playing around with the settings. It's great fun doing that. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you in VR and we'll go for a circuit. So welcome back, guys. We're now in VR, and as usual, it is absolutely spectacular. You know, you can show things off on a 2D screen, and of course for YouTube it will look much better, but when you're in the VR headset, you are absolutely at that airport, or whatever experience you are in VR, you are there. And I just thought I would just taxi just across sort of the main terminal area here, just so you can see it again. And performance is very good, actually. We're getting a solid 27 frames per second. We're in the Rift S today, and the reason why is no other than it's 30 degrees outside, and it's boiling hot, and I find that the reverb it gets quite hot. It gets a bit a bit close inside that headset when it's when the ambient temperature is at around 25 or more. I could really do with air conditioning for my little man cave. But anyway, here we go. We're going to just taxi on to the main runway here. We're in the Thrander PC6. This is quickly becoming my favourite tail dragger ever for X-Plane 11. It's just wonderful. Now, in case you're wondering, I've got my super sampling set to 1.7. I'm using the OVR tool, and you can see we're locked nice and tight, 27 frames per second. And that doesn't seem to budge at all, actually. Let's check this out and do a bit of a circuit. Now, first of all, we're going to obviously take off, and then I'm going to circle around because I want to land on the other side of the runway, actually, the other way. Only because you'll get a really good view. Look at that, we're airborne already. That's incredible. You'll get a really good view of the terminal and all the buildings and everything. So, but as you can see, the ortho extends quite well. It doesn't extend that far actually. It would have been nice to have a bit more crisp ortho, but I must admit you don't notice it so much here as you would in other regions of the UK, because for whatever reason the True Earth North ortho package from Orbx just has much better clarity out of the box anyway. So even though you don't get that full crisp zoom level 1000 around the boundary, you do get that, but it doesn't extend very far. You don't really notice it drop off too badly. In fact, I'm trying to get it on camera, so to speak. Here you can see there, you can see the windscreens of the cars, very, very sharp. Everything's looking incredibly sharp. All the markings on the road. That extends out to about here, and you can just see actually very subtly as that looks like the textures have blurred, but they haven't. That's just basically the generic, I suppose, global zoom level of the North region, which actually is very good anyway. It's about a zoom level 17 anyway. But it would be nice just for that resolution to extend a little bit further out. But I'm sure they have their reasons why they wasn't able to do that. Anyway, we're just going to do a bit of an S-turn here and circle back into land so that you can really see how this airport feels in VR. Right, we're just going to go one stage of flaps here. The runway's plenty big enough for this Pilatus. We can literally land on a dime. And my landings in this, I still need to work on them. It's funny, some aircraft I can kind of just get in and fly and not have too many issues, but with this one I really do need to just bang out those circuits really, and that's a good thing really. That's all credit to Thrander for creating such a realistic flight model that I need to be on my toes with this thing. But everything's super smooth, lots of like little objects like those little crates there, and just assets and objects dotted around. It's hard actually, because you can see here I'm not really concentrating, as I never do when I'm showing off scenery, because I'm too busy gawping at it all. It's just stunning. It's a really good location as well for all of you guys who like to fly in the UK. Dundee is a really good little charming airfield, not too far away from Edinburgh actually as well. Highly recommend Orbx Edinburgh. That's probably one of their best to date. Look at that, nice little touch and go. Right, now because we've done it this end, you'll get a brilliant view out that window of the surrounding terrain from the sky in VR. And gets me every time, guys. I'm smiling so much right now watching all of that incredible detail below me.
And there we have it, guys. We are safe and sound. But I am actually going to take off again because I'm going to do a bit of a tour around the Cairngorms. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below about Orbx Dundee. But I just think it's another fine package. Absolutely superb modelling. Very, very nice indeed. Right, guys. Take care. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye for now.